15 years after a power plant natural disaster, Bryan Cranston performs as former engineer Joe Brody, whose action to uncover the truth about the event that killed his wife leads to a discovery that will change everything, as it seems monsters are indeed real. This is Gareth Edwards' first film since the acclaimed 2010 zero-budget Monsters. He's clearly tried to bring that influence into Godzilla for me. It's by no means the Constant's focus. This is a story about mankind reacting or being powerless to stop the antics of such big mystical creatures. Let's use 1998's film for example. It would have been 15-minute action sequences. Simply put now, it's simply cut away to see small glimpses of the action via TV news reports. It feels strange at first, but it's a surprisingly effective technique. Next, there's a superb capturing of his big CG star. The big lizard isn't a blur of movement and thrashing limbs. He's slow, hulking, and even somewhat clumsy, yet his movements carry a definite feel of pride and dignity to them. There's even some good emotional sides, such as Ford, a brief silent visual exchange from one hurting soldier to another, like they understand each other's pain. Though, in my opinion, it's sadly mankind that lets this film down. Much of the script feels like it's hashed out between films during a Monster B movie marathon. It just has nothing to it, no exchanges feel even near memorable. All supporting characters and even some mains feel shallow, lifeless, and not for a lack of acting talent either. Writer Max Bornstein is fortunate because Aldi is still hiring, and that's not even being harsh. And let's just say the ugly story doesn't help either. So much of the early setup events seem too little or no actual event on the story itself. A big family tragedy is quickly forgotten. There's all manner of sciencey science, but its explanation just feels like killing time until the first stomping entrance. Also for me, the planes falling out of the skies and hitting buildings are overused. To be fair, it all could have and should have been better. Despite this, some of the cast do well, like Aaron Johnson as Ford, who does hold it together as a frontman. His skepticism to accept his father's theories is believable, but he still feels far too generic. As does his character's wife, acted by Elizabeth Olsen. She sadly spends too much of her time on the end of a phone or fretting about something. Unfortunately, she is massively wasted. Having said that, I still find merit for 2014's film Godzilla. The story is bad, but Evans says it great with talented camera shots and great visual tricks. The action is a roar of delight, and so are some of the tense build-ups. Ultimately, it's a fine monster effort, but it may struggle to find an audience. 3 out of 5, average.
The website for all your media needs is here. For reviews and trailers on the latest games, music or films, visit mediapig.co.uk.
Smile when you smile.